Have you ever faced rejection that made you question your worth? What if the greatest champion was once told he wasn't good enough? Imagine being cut from your high school team, only to become a legend. That's the story of Michael Jordan. The guy with 6 championship rings and a shoe empire was once deemed not talented enough. Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, get ready. We're about to show you how Jordan turned that crushing setback into fuel for the most incredible career in NBA history. His journey from reject to icon will leave you inspired to chase your own dreams. Picture a skinny teenager in North Carolina, his heart set on basketball stardom. This was Michael Jordan at 15, full of dreams and determination. The big day came, tryouts for the varsity basketball team at Laney High School. Jordan gave it his all, hoping to see his name on that team list. But when the coach posted the results, Jordan's name wasn't there. The sting of rejection hit hard as he watched his friends celebrate making the team. Jordan went home, shut himself in his room, and cried. His basketball journey seemed over before it even started. That day, something changed in Jordan. The pain of being cut sparked a fire inside him, igniting a determination that would become legendary. He decided to prove everyone wrong. From then on, Jordan's life revolved around basketball. Every morning, Jordan was up before the sun, practicing his shots. After school, when most kids were hanging out, Jordan was on the court. He stayed late, perfecting his moves long after everyone else had gone home. Jordan's mom worried he was pushing too hard, but Jordan had a goal, and nothing would stop him. His dedication was intense. He challenged anyone he could to one-on-one games, even older kids. Every loss fueled him to work harder. He lifted weights and jumped rope to get stronger and quicker. Coach Clifton "Pop" Herring noticed the change. He saw Jordan go from good to unstoppable. Herring said he was averaging about 20 points on the junior varsity. He was never on the varsity. As sophomore year went on, Jordan grew taller and better. By junior year, he'd shot up several inches, and his game had improved dramatically. At the next tryouts, Jordan not only made the varsity team, but quickly became its star player. In just 1 year, Jordan went from rejected sophomore to varsity leader. He was now dunking easily and dominating games. His teammates and coaches were amazed at his progress. For Jordan, this was just the beginning. Being cut taught him that success takes hard work, dedication, and facing setbacks head-on. This experience shaped his legendary work ethic. Even as an NBA star, Jordan never forgot that feeling of rejection. It drove him to always work harder and strive to be better than anyone else. Jordan stepped onto the University of North Carolina campus in 1981, ready to prove himself all over again. College ball was a whole new game, and the skinny freshman had to show he could keep up with the big boys. The pressure was intense, with high expectations from fans and teammates alike. Jordan wasn't about to let this chance slip away. From day one, Jordan made waves on the UNC team. He averaged 13 points per game as a freshman, quickly becoming a player to watch. But one moment truly put him on the map. It was 1982, and UNC faced Georgetown in the NCAA championship game. The clock ticked down, and the game hung in the balance. Jordan got the ball, took the shot, and for a brief moment, time seemed to stand still. Then swish, the ball sailed through the net. The crowd erupted as Jordan's game-winning shot sealed UNC's victory. This wasn't just a big play. It marked the beginning of Jordan's legend. At UNC, Jordan learned to be part of something bigger than himself. His coach, Dean Smith, taught him that basketball isn't a one-man show. Smith showed Jordan how to balance being a star player with being a team player. This lesson stuck with Jordan throughout his career. After college, Jordan set his sights on the NBA. In 1984, the Chicago Bulls picked him 3rd in the draft. Some doubted if Jordan could handle the physical, pro game, but Jordan let his play do the talking. In his first season with the Bulls, he averaged 28.2 points per game, earning Rookie of the Year. Jordan's early NBA years weren't all easy. He and the Bulls faced tough times in the playoffs, but even in defeat, Jordan showed flashes of greatness. In a 1986 playoff game against the Boston Celtics, he scored a record 63 points. The Bulls lost, but Jordan proved he could compete with the best. What set Jordan apart was his mindset. He had a fierce competitive spirit that thrived under pressure. This mental toughness became a hallmark of his career, helping him shine in big moments. Jordan's legendary work ethic rubbed off on his teammates, pushing everyone to improve and helping turn the Bulls into a powerhouse team. The Bulls were on the rise, but so were their rivals, the Detroit Pistons. Known as the Bad Boys, the Pistons had a plan to stop Jordan called the Jordan Rules. The Pistons' strategy was like a relentless storm, constantly battering Jordan. They would double-team him, bump him, and do whatever they could to throw him off his game. For 2 years in a row, the Pistons knocked the Bulls out of the playoffs. Jordan faced this challenge head-on, just as he had when he was cut from his high school team. He knew he had to get stronger to handle the Pistons' rough play, so he hit the gym harder than ever before. He worked with a trainer named Tim Grover to build muscle and improve his overall fitness. This training became a turning point in Jordan's career. All that hard work paid off in 1991. The Bulls faced the Pistons in the playoffs once again. This time, Jordan and his teammates were ready. They beat the Pistons and went on to win their first NBA championship. Over the next 8 years, Jordan led the Bulls to 6 championships. He was changing the way people thought about basketball. Jordan's incredible plays and last-second shots made him famous around the world. Jordan's impact went beyond the basketball court. In 1984, he had partnered with Nike to create the Air Jordan brand. These shoes became more than just sports gear. They were a fashion statement, a cultural phenomenon. People who had never watched a basketball game wanted to be like Mike and wear his shoes. The Air Jordan brand was a huge success, bringing in over $4 billion every year. This showed how Jordan had become more than an athlete. He was a businessman, a trendsetter, and a global icon. By 1998, when Jordan retired for the second time, he was a living legend. He had changed the game of basketball and left a mark on popular culture that few athletes ever achieve. His journey from a kid cut from his high school team to a global superstar was complete. Michael Jordan's journey from high school reject to basketball legend teaches us how to turn setbacks into success. Today, he continues to make a difference by pledging $100 million to fight for racial equality. His impact inspires even current NBA stars like Kevin Durant, who calls him the greatest player of all time. Jordan's story shows us how to use rejection as fuel for growth. What small step will you take today to transform setbacks into success? Remember, every no is a chance to prove someone wrong and chase your dreams. Jordan's rise from struggle to stardom reminds us that with hard work, we can all overcome obstacles and make a lasting impact. If this video resonated with you, hit that like button. It helps more than you know. Subscribe and join our growing community of lone souls turning silence into strength. And if you're craving more inspiration, check out other videos from this channel. Your next breakthrough might be just one click away.